Your car alarm's got to go off. Right when I'm making the video, too, right? Yeah, the neighbor's getting up to go to work and don't know how to control her car. Anyways, my whole thing today is I'm not going to be distracted by that. Forget it. Anyways, I was coming out here to make a video, and I got up in the middle of the night, and of course the neighbors were out there talking, so I got to start my video, and they're out there playing with their horn because they don't know how to control their car, I guess, or they don't care to control their car. I think they're Democrats, really, I do. Here's the thing, though. I was watching a video this morning about this guy talking about how we're having the same problem all around. You're not going to awaken people for a reason. And that reason is what I'm about to tell you here is a lot of people do not realize this. People won't be awoken. They won't be awoken. Why? Because my friend here doesn't speak to them. What does speak to them is medications. Medications control their mind. See, a lot of people are hooked on pharmacia today. If you go to any drive up pharmacy, you'll notice the long lines. Why people say, well, we can't do this and we can't do that. It's because you're not trying. You're not even trying. Go back to the old ways. Kind of like I did back a year ago when I was plump before this COVID came along. And then all of a sudden, after COVID, I got really sick and all that. And I couldn't eat anything. And I got up and I forced myself to eat something. I drank something. Here's the thing though, when my girl was in the hospital, they practically starved her and she died. They were pumping her stomach. Oh, well, she's got Hep C and blah, blah, blah. Why are you pumping somebody's stomach if they've got Hep C? Makes no fucking sense, right? So I take me a little bottle of water up to where she's at, which is the rehabilitation center, and I put some olive oil in it and I shook it up really well. And I took it up there and I gave her a little bit. And she started to move a little bit. But I was so worried because they said she only had 3 days to live, and I didn't know much about olive oil at that time. Just what I had read. And people keep telling me this whole year, oh, olive oil doesn't do it. Well, now Starbucks is starting to put it in their coffee, and it's starting to come out that olive oil is the thing. You go on TikTok or any place else, they'll tell you about the olive oil. First of all, olive oil is the anointed oil. If you read here in your Bible, it will tell you olive oil is the anointed oil. But it's only part of the anointed oil, right? The rest of the stuff that you add to it can do extra benefits to you, like red wine. Evidently, if you take olive oil and red wine and you have a cut or a scrape or a bruise or maybe a broken bone or something, and you take this olive oil and this red wine, you can put this olive oil and red wine. It doesn't matter what kind of red wine, just red wine and olive oil. When you say how much, it's up to you. It's your discretion. It's not going to kill you. People ask me that all the time. How much olive oil do I take? As much as you want. It's not going to kill you. I could sit here and drink a whole freaking bottle and it's not going to kill me. It's olive oil. It's not vegetable oil. It's not corn oil. It's not none of those other oils that you get from the store. It's freshly squeezed olives, the oil that comes out of the olives. Yeah, I'm sure there's a process or whatever. But you can also eat olives. It doesn't have to be the oil. You think about it, when you put an olive in your mouth, what happens to it? You eat it, right? You taste it, you squish it in your mouth. That's pressed oil. It's exactly what the stores have. Cold pressed olives is what they do. They cold press it. In other words, they got them cold or whatever, and they press them or whatever, and the oil comes out. And it goes into a big old container or whatever, and then they bottle it up and they put it in the bottle and they send it off to the store and you buy it. Now they're trying to say, oh, well, olive oil is getting ready to go up because of a certain blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the thing, you can grow your own olive plants too. Not only that, it's an invasive species. It grows just about everywhere in every country and every climate. You're never going to get rid of olives. Just like you're never going to get rid of the water that's on this planet, which is also another good thing for you. So, this morning I seen a video about this guy saying, there's no hope. We can't get people to wake up. We can't get people to listen. No, because there's the problem in America. Problem in America is we have too many pharmacies. That's why they call it Big Pharma. Big Pharma, yeah. Look up the word pharmakia. Pharmakia. Go do a YouTube search on pharmakia. Watch a few videos on that. Specifically the one where the girl's got her head touched like this. Yeah, and she starts spilling her guts while she's, yeah, arrested by a minister or a preacher or whatever. Yeah, that thing that they don't want you to do anymore. What's it called? Don't have an exorcism, because that don't work, right? The Catholic Church has stopped doing them. Why? Because they're allowing the stupid stuff to go on. Exactly. They like the way the world is. They want to keep it that way. We want change, but they do not. The government does not. The people want change. Now everything is inflated. We're $32 trillion in debt. The ceiling has been reached. They're not giving them no more money. Your dollar is only worth 4 cents. 4 cents. That's it. And everybody's out here saying the banks are failing. Yeah, banks have been failing for quite a while now. Before SVB or Silicon Valley Bank. Way before that. And then Signature Bank, and they're just falling. Now Gary Gensler is asking for money so he can go after the crypto people. Hello, the crypto industry has more money than the government does right now. Who do you think's going to buy that fucking debt? Who do you think's going to run this country? Believe me, I've seen all this. I've seen all this. I've seen it in my dreams for my whole lifetime. This crypto thing is actually a good thing. It's going to take the money that you keep putting in the bank, it's going to take that money and put it into your own bank by way of blockchain, and it's going to make you your own banker, which means no extra fees, no extra bullcrap. And with Shibarium, they're claiming 2 cents as a charge, where all these other cryptocurrency platforms are charging outrageous amounts, like $5 and whatever dollars, however many dollars, to do a transaction. With Shibarium, it's 2 cents. And possibly even free after a while. Yeah. It's making people's money the people's money. It's kind of like, um, well, I would say like a while back, this guy told me, he said, it's the people's taxi, right? And he came along, he was trying to, he's trying to copy my thing a little bit. And at first he did copy my name and everything. And then he got in trouble and it's no longer around. But the service, was the great idea of making it the people's. Just like the people's money. Well, see, technically, the money that you have now is not your money. It's the government's money. They allow you to use it. That's why they took away the gold a long time ago. Well, we don't want you spending your own money. We don't want you holding your own money because you might get robbed, right? Now the FDC is saying, oh, well, we insure your money. Hello. You know what they've done with the FDIC? They had to bail out the banks and bailed out because there's going to be a second go around. Not only that, they just bailed out fucking China with FDIC money or federal money or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So China's got bailed out, so we're broke. Why? Because China is like really the superpower when it comes to like, buying things and purchasing things. We get most of our stuff from China. Like for instance, I went out to a shop the other day and I went to go buy this little rubbery looking thing. It was like probably about that big or whatever, and they didn't have them. I was like, "What's going on, man?" I've been to like 5 or 6 or 7 different stores, and none of them have it. What happened to all these little plastic things? They were great. They were working. Oh, we don't have them anymore. Why? Well, most of that stuff comes from China. Yeah, we're not getting anything from China right now. Nothing. Why? Because back a while back, Trump had put out some tariffs, and Biden claimed that he was going to stop the tariffs, but I don't think they really ever got stopped. Because I don't hear about anybody getting anything from China still. And that shop is still not selling those little rubber things. That's just an example. I need to tell you what the rubber things are because people will talk about those little rubber things. It doesn't matter what it is, though. It could be any type of rubber. If you go out and look for, like, maybe rubber garbage cans or whatever that were made in China, you're not going to get them. Anything that's made in China. Why? Because we don't produce anything anymore. We get it all from China. Why? Because all the jobs went to freaking China. Now we have nothing that we produce. Especially like here in where I live at, down the road, a few counties over, or county over, I think it is. Yeah, they had Jeff Boat. Jeff Boat went in the toilet. Why? It was the biggest commercial barge line builder in the whole world. I guess inland shipbuilder or whatever. Biggest inland shipbuilder is what it was for barges and actual ships. I've seen them build ships too. But now they've taken it down and they've shipped it all off to Texas somewhere because Jeff Boat is no longer in existence. It was the biggest thing here, the biggest thing in Jeffersonville. And now they don't have anything. It's just a tourist town. Well, if you have no industry, you're not going to have tourists. So they decided to take 62, which has been sitting there for a long ass fucking time, with a where they used to make ammunition at for the military. Well, got rid of it and slowly took it apart or whatever. But still, some of that land isn't usable because certain things that are on that land that might hurt people, right? So now they're taking all that and they're putting these big, huge places in like Amazon, huge, like big factories, huge factories, like behemoths. Ugh. You're like, wow, dude, that place is huge. You go inside of it and you try to walk around, yeah, your feet's gonna be freaking hurting. I had a sister-in-law. She worked there at Amazon, and she was walking around and working and everything. And then one day she come home. She goes, "I got plantar fasciitis." Oh, great! You got another health problem. All these health problems out here. You get on freaking TV and you're watching TV and oh, take this drug, take this drug, take this drug. Call this place for Social Security. Call this for Medicaid. Call it. And and of course the drugs, that's all you hear is it has this side effect, this side effect, this side effect, this side effect, this side effect. People are literally out here poisoning themselves with pharmakia, and they don't even know what's in that shit. They don't tell you. Why? Because then you can go around and make your own medicine. They don't want you to make your own medicine. That's why they don't want holistic medicine. They just want pharmakia. Pharmakia. Look that word up. It's Pharamakea. Pharmakia. Look it up. In fact, I'll put a link down here in the bottom of the video, if I remember. Pharmakia. Look it up. It controls the mind by brainwashing you. Literally, by witchcraft. But people don't know this. I've been knowing it for quite a while here. I've been trying to tell people, but for some reason, all these platforms out here decide, oh, we got to take that off there. Why? Because the government told them to. So if you see this video, make sure you download it somehow and leave it on your computer or leave it on a disk drive or a USB or something, because eventually it'll get taken down, because they don't want you to know that the pharmakia is really what's hurting America right now. Big Pharma came in for a reason. That's why they call it Big Pharma. It's too big to be messed with, just like the government, which is what they had to do. They had to get government. Now, Pfizer. Pfizer's in big trouble because they're out here killing people with this COVID medication. Everybody's out here claiming, well, I got COVID. Or even long COVID. Long COVID. See how long you can stay sick so you can keep coming back to the hospital. So you can keep taking the medications. So we can keep you sick and dumb and possibly dead. Because we don't want you to know the actual truth. Why? Because there's a few people out there that already know the truth. Just like all the other stuff that's going on in the world and all the stuff with, WikiLeaks and all this other stuff. Yeah, they didn't want you to know that part. They didn't want you to know the leaks. Why? Because they say it's from another country. No, it's from the people. It's not from Russia. It's not from China. It's not from any of those countries. It's from here, right in the United States. People learning, people awakening. People have been awake since, what? Since before, like, 2006. I would say 2020. No, 2000. 2000. I would say 2000. It probably started around Y2K. And then it started to get really big around 2000. What? Yeah, 2010. Something like that. No, 2006, my bad. Something like that. That's probably when I first started with the Truther movement. The truth shall set you free. So, yeah, if you're not paying attention to pharmakia, and if you're not paying attention out there, these guys out here talking about their lives and their rights and what matters, especially the LGBTQ. Have you seen what those people look like? It's because of the pharmakia. Promise you that. If we was to out these pharmacies everywhere and take them down, we wouldn't have any more problems with people being unawake. They need to be awakened. And the only way to do that is to take out the pharmacies, take out pharma completely. So all you people out there fighting for your lives, fighting for what matters, like Black Lives Matters. Hey, y'all out here doing all kinds of stupid stuff with Black Lives Matter. Why not save America? Then you might really have the white people thanking you. Like literally, without fucking even questioning it. Walking up to you and you say, thank you, thank you. Why? Because you got rid of pharmakia. Will it happen? Who knows? Probably not. Why? Because do they listen to me? I don't know. But here lately, they've been really doing some dumb stuff. Going out here and stealing cars and robbing people. You want to fix society? You want the white people to freaking look at you and say, you helped us? Hell, I'll help you any day. Get rid of pharmakia. Pharmacy. Pharma. Medications. Real live medications in bottles. That's stuff that I can't even stand. My roommate, Just went to the hospital to get neck surgery. He's all kinds of surgeries. You know, ever since I became a caretaker, you know, they've been trying to out me. They don't want me because guess what? I want him on that holistic stuff, but his doctors want him on pharmakia to keep him dumbed down. But when he don't take his medicine, he ain't so dumb. When he takes his medicine, he's duh, hey, ha, ha, yeah, he's fine. He's talking normal. But when he's on that pharmakia, forget it. Forget how. I don't know. I don't know. It's his favorite word. I don't know. I don't know. Like, dude, really? That stuff's messing with you, and you don't even see it. You can sit here and talk to your blue in the face to him, and he won't listen. It's that pharmakia that's holding us all back. Pharmakia. Pharmakia. I can't say it enough. Pharmakia. Pharmakia. I go on the streets hollering pharmakia when I'm not hollering Shiba Inu. Why? Because crypto is the future. Promise you, crypto is the future. Gary Gensler's out here trying to fucking get money so I can go out here and fucking hunt people down that's wanting to do crypto. Because they say they want to regulate it. No, they want to do away with it. Why? Because they like their fake dollar bills that the whole world doesn't even want to take anymore. Just like this guy out here this morning telling me, like, oh, crypto is fake money. It's not money. It's crypto. There's a difference. It's like saying, well, our dollar bill is the yen. Like in China. They want us to take China money right now. Do we really want to take everything else from China? I mean, they already got our factories. Do we want fucking stuff from China? No. They got all of our jobs out there. Now they want to send their people over here to get us sick because they probably haven't got rid of the COVID. Who knows? I mean, I've sent out videos to people, you know, that have come from China to send to people in China and say, hey, look, take your olive oil. Take any type of medicinal, any type of holistic, not medicinal, because you can say anything medicinal. Alcohol is medicinal. And I don't even agree with alcohol, period. Because the guy that did the study on red wine, and then they come around years later and they said, oh, well, that study was botched. He made that all up so he could sell more red wine. So who knows now, right? So people out here drinking saying, well, they said I could drink one beer a day. Yeah, how many people really go to the bar and drink one freaking beer or one glass of wine? No, they're sitting there having shot after shot. And then the next day they come home and say, I ain't drinking anymore. All right, because I fucked up last night and I got all kinds of trouble. Or, yeah, you might have that 1% that had the one glass because they really don't drink. Alcohol is poison. Alcohol. I could go to my bathroom and take that bottle of clear, what is it, the clear bottle of alcohol in there and drink that, and that'd be the same thing. So why ain't these people going to stores and buying bottles of alcohol? Why ain't you drinking that shit? It's cheaper. Go to Dollar Tree and buy it. If you want to drink alcohol. Because it's the same fucking poison that's on that fucking shelf as the same poison that they sell at the liquor stores. But those people drinking are probably the same ones taking the pharmakia, and they're not awake enough either. Because they're taking both. And it says on the bottle, do not take alcohol while you're taking these medicines. But they do it anyways. Just like today. I'm sitting out there looking out my window, and you see people riding down the freaking road, and then they're doing this shit. Yeah. I see this all the time. I could take a video all day. In fact, I might even take a video today. Maybe. I don't know. Because usually when I say I'm going to do something, people watch my video. Oh, I'm not going to ride past this house. Hold my phone. Because he said he was going to do it. I might do it whenever. And then you got people on here doing stupid things with all kinds of tattoos over their body. How did this tattoo craze come along? Normal people don't just go around and get tattoos. I ain't got no tattoos. I ain't got a single tattoo on my body. Not a single tattoo. Nowhere. Not a piercing. Nothing. Nothing. I'm as plain Jane as they come. But people don't like plain. Why? I'm plain for a reason. I'm plain because I see all the dumb stuff that's going on in the world that people don't see. People refuse to see because they're brainwashed. Stop taking that pharmakia. If you know what's good for you, get rid of all that pharmakia. Fight the pharmakia. Because yesterday I was watching these people that got arrested in this building for trespassing because they were trying to stop something that had to do with LGBTQ. They got arrested over this stuff because they're out here doing what everybody else is doing. They're out here saying, oh, we don't like this bill, we don't like that bill. Now all of a sudden you care about bills? Why? It's only the LGBTQ bill. It's not anything else. Not any other bill out here. It's just the LGBTQ. Why? Because they're on that fucking pharma, dude. Their brains is mush. So it's okay for them to go out here and have sex with the other genders that they claim that they have. Oh, four at a time or five at a time. Just like that girl that I used to hang out over at my friend Anita's house. And she was into all kinds of crazy stuff. She was into, what do they call that? Where you're into like multiple people and girls and yeah, just crazy stuff. I can't even think of the names of the stuff that she said. Uh, it's just yeah, new age stuff that just ugh, gross, and it just keeps getting worse generation after generation and generation. But this is the worst of the worst of the worst. When you got mind controlling, altering medicines going into your body, I don't take none of that stuff. I don't. I take natural stuff like that stuff there, maybe olive oil. Um, this one I haven't really tried because it didn't really work to me for me too much, but I guess it could be good for some things. And then of course I've got sesame oil. See, all these oils are good for you because it's kind of like when you go in a factory and you say, "Yeah, I got this place running like a well-oiled machine." Well, see, your body's the same way. It loves them oils. It just doesn't like the vegetable. Vegetable oil is not good for you. It takes mass amounts of pressure to get oil from vegetable oil. Really, it does. I promise you. Look it up. And it's not good for you. It's not good for you at all. If it takes that much pressure to get the oil out from your vegetable oils, it's not good for you. I mean, I'm sure they called it vegetable because they wanted to think it came from vegetables, right? That maybe it might have some polyphenols. Go pick up your vegetable oil and see if it has any polyphenols. It's probably got stuff in there that you can't even read. And when you go to look it up, it's probably really bad for you. Like really, really, really bad for you. Because that's all I hear. Vegetable is bad for you. So go get some of this other oils out there. There's some, I mean, the best place I found is like some of these health food stores where they got aisles and stuff. Like, uh, let's say, I want to say Kokomo. I want to say Kokomo. It's not Kokomo. uh, avocado. Avocado oil. You got your avocado oil. Then you got your sesame oil and your peanut oil and your coconut oil. All these different oils out here that you can take. Yesterday I took like three of them. I took the peanut oil, the olive oil, and the castor oil. Anyways, that's all I got to say for today, and you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you later.